Okay, I'm back. And I'm still my AFK channel. Have you had any luck getting in?
I'm still joining.
Okay. So yeah, I'll try and bring you up to speed with what's been going on. We have an enormous Germanic barbarian who I haven't actually checked on in the last hour because there were a bunch of battles going on. Rome has taken over most of Italy, is looking pretty good. There are 3 Greek city-states, well not really city-states anymore, Thrace, Macedonia and Arcadia, formerly known as Sparta, who've been kind of fairly close to the Allies, but then Macedonia had to leave and Rome declared war on Macedonia, which didn't bring in the other 2 because of the broken alliance bug, so he seems to have used that. So Robin only just joined as Phrygia, which was one of the super states, but completely decimated just by overtime, basically, was ravaged. He has fought Thrace to a standstill, so Thrace is looking very, very weak. Arcadia we haven't seen do very much yet, but I suspect that we will. Rome just declared war on Carthage, which is like the really big news. That's 2 superpowers absolutely going at it. And then Egypt is kind of sitting on the sidelines, somewhat neutral, and I do kind of wonder whose side they're going to join.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's been a really good game actually so far. A couple of instability issues aside.
Yeah, I've been following them throughout the day, so I saw that there were some issues. But it looks good.
Yeah, once we actually get going, then it seems to be pretty stable. It's just when more people want to join. Like, we have the odd crash, but those are actually relatively rare.
Right. "12 hours, almost done, eh?"
Yeah, it's been a long day. Especially as I was operating on about 4 hours sleep, and I got up when I usually go to bed, so it's completely thrown my sleep schedule.
Oh, wow.
Worth it, though. Worth it.
Definitely. If I'm looking at the map correctly, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, Suabia was the huge country that I was talking about that have kind of just dominated. Sorry.
Who's playing as Suabia?
Suabia's Emnil.
Oh yeah, there, I see him. Yep.
Then Rome is Midgeman. Aldrihil's come in as Carthage. Carthage was initially Commissar Roach. Roach owned half of Sicily, like at the start of the game, and he came with an agreement where he would sell those city-states to Sicily, and then he basically used that money, reinvested it into his own economy, and his economy is now humongous. So I suspect we're going to see a lot of mercenaries in this war against Rome, because Rome is also completely tapped out because they just had a very bloody war against Macedonia, which basically wiped all of their manpower.
Smart Carthage, very smart.
Well, it was Rome that declared, I think, because there's an hour left. There are a couple of other periphery players, so Ben Magnus could join either side. I doubt that Thrace will get involved because they're still fighting against Phrygia.
The Bospor, yeah.
Yeah. Windslayer and Emnil, wild cards. I would not actually be very surprised if we don't see those guys declaring on Rome. I think they've been angling for that for a while. And Emnil has the biggest army in the world.
Very good.
Yeah,
well,
bigger than
I'm
Moria,
not surprised.
which is impressive considering that's basically the Ming of this game.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Very much looking forward to jumping in and seeing what happens here.
Not much left of Phrygia. Whew.
No, considering they start with pretty much the whole of Anatolia and have most of the city-states as minions.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've struggled. But like I said, Sir Rogers has only just jumped in with them, so he kind of took a completely failed state and is turning it around quite magnificently.
Right, right. By the way, I'm sending everybody over to your stream to have one commentator stream on Twitch, so...
Okay.
I'm just talking.
Well, you're welcome to stream it as well. I don't mind.
I know. That's okay, though. Just an hour left.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you missed more of it. Hopefully next time...
Exactly.
Work better.
Definitely. Better planning. And Blondie is far away.
Yeah, Blondie is in Bactria, so the reason there is no Seleucid Empire right now is thanks to Blondie. And after he succeeded in that, he spent the rest of it trying to destroy Moria to more limited success.
Yeah, Moria still looks huge.
Yeah, they are. I think he's now assassinated 8 or 9 of Moria's rulers, trying to destabilize them.
Fun times.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting because most of the players have been using economic power or military power, while Bactria is entirely intrigue. I don't think he's really fought any like major wars except for 1 or 2 to gobble up a neighbor, but even those, he hasn't expanded very much. He's just brought down giants.
So just sneaky victories. Let's see, we're still waiting for 3 people, I think. Yes.
Yeah. And we did have 2 Iberian players. So Turdetania was one of them. That was Gamer Gabster.
Still big.
And then Cilicia was Solar Gamer.
Ah, okay, yeah. I can't even find that.
It's to the east, almost due east of Turdetania. Blue color.
Ah, right, I see it.
And then we had 2 other Germanic players, well, Belgian/Swiss. So Kugarania was one of them, and then Helvetia was another.
Right.
And Aravisicia, although I think he's just come back. Yeah, that was Win. He was away for a bit.
And Biturigia.
Biturigia is entirely AI.
That's AI, wow.
And then the other human player was Icenia in Britain. I don't know how he's got into Wales. That was not him. He was actually over in East Anglia.
Well, good job.
I don't think I've missed anyone. Have I missed anyone? Blondie is hitting a stone wall with a stick trying to take Moria down. It's a pretty apt analogy.
Sounds like a good meme to me.
Yeah.
Somebody make that, please.
Tear down this wall, Moria.
With a stick.
Yeah, Thrace, Macedonia, and Arcadia are players. You mentioned that already.
So Thrace still looks big, though, but you said it was weak.
Weaker. So Thrace declared war on Phrygia. Thrace had, I can't remember if it was 40,000 or 60,000 manpower. I think it was 40,000, and a very large treasury. Phrygia had 11,000 manpower, but a bigger army. Thrace is also 4 or 5 tech levels ahead of Phrygia, and yet Phrygia has completely bled Thrace's manpower down, so they're now roughly equal. But Phrygia has a larger standing army.
Good job.
So,
Good job, Phrygia.
That was a kind of a masterclass in just attrition warfare.
I see somebody saying Moria has Gandalf with his stick and is all like, "You shall now pass." Not pass, I guess. Yeah. Blondie.
You shall not pass. So who are we waiting for?
Windslayer.
Aha.
Are you having difficulties pronouncing all the names of the countries as well?
Yeah. I just kind of pick one and go with it.
Yeah. I can say Rome quite okay.
Romy.
Romy. I guess there's some room for doubt.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Phrygia is actually more like Phrygia or something. I've been corrected on that one once or twice.
Oh, really? Phrygia?
Yeah, I think so. Like frigid.
Then it sounds like a fridge.
Yes, exactly. That's why
It's
I refused
wrong.
to do it.
Exactly. Well, I know that the Seleucids are Seleucid, I think. Seleucid, with a J.
I've heard about 6 different ways of pronouncing Seleucid, so I'm just going with Seleucid.
Dang it. And I think Macedon is actually Macedon in Greek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Macedon is supposed to be Macedon, yeah, definitely.
And there's a revolt there, I see.
Yes. I suspect that's because of Arcadia.
Right.
We've had a
Good
couple.
job.
We've had a couple of civil wars, but not really big ones. We had the most hilarious, actually. So Rome looked like it was going to be in serious trouble because about 3/4 of the country rose up in a civil war against him. The problem was none of the generals switched sides, so their standing army was a grand total of 11 triremes.
Oh no, that's terrible.
So Rome won. They were just like, this is nothing. I just occupy all your stuff. Oh, I've won. Okay, civil war over.
I kill you. Goodbye.
But it did look really scary because basically the whole of Italy just turned pink, except for Rome.
Oh. That must have scared Mitch, man.
Yes, I would suspect so.
And I see Potato McWhiskey has already left.
Yes, he was
Earlier.
playing as... who was he? He was Ansamencia, which is the orange country to the right of Eravisia, which is Windslayer right now.
Oh, right there. Yes.
He lost his one country, whose name I forget, then he switched to that country. That country kind of got lambasted, so he left after that.
Something like, I'm going home.
Yeah, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so we have got Roman legions in Corsica currently sieging down a bit of Carthage. I think the really interesting thing would be to find where Carthage's fleets are.
Yes.
Because I think the early stages of this war are going to be at sea.
I see some Carthaginian fleets, but they are not in the neighborhood.
Where are they?
On the Iberic Peninsula.
So they are, 78. Yeah, they seem to be picking up troops which Carthage has in Spain.
Yep.
Because it looks like Carthage has actually been expanding there. So at the start, they only have like the very coastline, so anything which is further in from the coast is a recent conquest with Eldriel. I don't think we're
Yes,
any.
they have my favorite country city called Sexy.
Nice. Oh yeah, I see it. Sexy. Right there.
Sexy.
Alright, so those 76 ships have now left with 35,000 troops. But where will they go? Rome's trying to push in a little bit further, getting a little bit impatient, trying to make some gains.
17k, suffering attrition.
Of course. Yeah, midget attrition, not the best of pals right now. Oh yeah, you haven't actually been introduced yet. This is my new co-host, Drishnik. Hi, Drishnik.
Hi! Well, we've been talking, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of threw it out of the usual because of the rehost and everything, otherwise it would have been a little bit of a smoother transition, I suspect.
Exactly.
Alright, so Carthage is about to land their troops in Cornus, I believe.
Yes, it looks like that.
Actually, they're sailing all the way around. Maybe to try and cut Rome off from getting the crossing.
Well, that's smart. Then they won't be able to retreat.
And also, they're going to be forcing Rome to take the attrition while they try to siege down Sardinia.
Oh, they're actually... No, they're coming in.
Let's just take a look at the manpower differences. So Carthage is sitting on 300 ducats and is earning 37 a month and is on 0 manpower. Rome, on the other hand, is sitting on 700 manpower and is earning more manpower per month, but they're actually 36. They're almost identical, but Rome does generate more manpower. Oh, big naval battle. Egypt has joined the war.
Oh,
so there is
dear.
a huge naval battle going off the coast of Naples right now, 80 against 58. If Rome loses this, then they will have completely lost their naval anything, which will allow Egypt and Carthage to land anywhere.
That is a really, really big battle, guys.
That is a huge battle, and that's going to be especially bad for Rome, because I would say about half of their forces are currently stuck in Dalmatia, with no way to get to Italy.
And they are losing.
Badly. 11 ships have been sunk, 12 ships to 4. Actually, no, those are Egyptian ships being sunk. The Roman ships are giving a very good account for themselves.
Yes, but their morale is much lower.
True, but I think that this is going to be done on damage done. Like, they
It's
can
going to be
sail
a close
back
one.
repair.
Yep. Let's look back at... but Carthage is now fighting Rome on land.
Yes, they are.
And incurring some losses as well, actually.
25,000 against 9,000. 500 men per tick. Who won that? Carthage.
Carthage won.
In the naval battle. I think that Rome can win that naval battle.
They can.
No, they
sure
can't.
Can.
Carthage is coming in with 90.
Oh, no. Ouch.
Rome is desperately trying to send ships in to reinforce, but some of their minions are cutting them off. Oh, that's unfortunate. And the Roman legions are being sent packing back to Corsica, and because... Oh no, Rome controls the straits, they can't actually be blocked, but if they lose that Sardinian side, which they will, they can never get back in if they blockade it.
So is the whole world going to turn on Rome? That's the question.
I don't think it's so much going to turn on Rome as has turned on Rome.
Ouch.
Because Egypt has, Carthage has. The Greek states have stayed out of it. I'm kind of interested to see what Swabia does, and I'm interested to see what Ben does.
Exactly.
Although, neither of them really have a fleet. Does Bosphorus have a fleet? Because if they do... Do you know if ships can transport allied troops?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried yet. That's a good question. Is there anywhere we can check? We should ask one of our players to try it.
Or we could just ask Blondie, as he's one of the devs.
That's true. We could do that too. But that's too easy.
That is definitely too easy. I'll go and ask Windslayer and that group, so I'll be right back.
Yep, sure.
They did not do an awful job, gotta say.
Hello.
Just asking for a little bit of crowd wisdom here. Do you know if allies can transport allied troops?
Well, we could actually try and find out, because I've got 15 ships ready, so if somebody has 15 or less cohorts, we can actually try and move them back and forth between my nation and him.
Okay, cool.
So we can try.
Well, if you let me know, then I will see, because I want to keep an eye on the Carthage-Rome war, because there's quite a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Cool, thank you.
It's already kicking off then.
Oh yeah, like huge naval battles going on at the moment.
Oh damn it, we can't see that, but okay.
With a great margin by Carthage.
What happened? What happened? What'd I miss?
Look at Corsica. We are having another fight between Rome and Carthage. Well, not much longer.
Yeah, that's not looking good. No, stack wipe.
Nope. You were just in time.
I caught the last 900 men being killed.
Well, there weren't many to begin with. There was just 7,000 of them.
Mm-hmm. So Dorbunia is allied to one of the Germanics, and they're going to try transporting allied troops.
Okay,
So
good. I'm curious.
Yeah, me too. Because it does look like Egypt is going to be blockading the western side of the Rome, so the Adriatic is completely open. All Rome needs to do is get ships into the Adriatic and then transport across.
Exactly. And I see Carthage is sailing back up north as well. Through the straits and onto the middle of Italy. Sort of. Not really the middle yet.
I've completely lost Knas because I'm looking at Rome, they can't see them. Come on, there we go. Ah, there they are, see them.
Carthage sieging down Aleria in Corsica.
So there's 18 Bosporan kingdoms sitting off the coast of Rome right now.
Just, minding our own business over here.
Watching, observers.
Yep.
It's the war journalists, their platform.
Exactly. Taking pictures,
Exactly.
making notes.
So yeah, it looks like Carthage is well and truly sieging down Corsica now. I'll be interested to see where they attack Italy, although... Do you see any Roman troops in Italy?
No, yes, no. No, I do not.
Oops.
Where are they?
They're all in Dalmatia. Albania, that area.
Oh, yep, there they are.
So Rome's only real option here is mercenaries. And there are a bunch of Roman mercenaries around Rome.
So you may be wondering what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Rome!
Hi, Rome.
So, due to all the hot joins and stuff we've had, on my screen, Egypt wasn't an ally. And on his screen, it was. When we've hosted back in, literally on my screen, it was said, "Oh, Egypt is your ally." I was like, "Okay, fine. He's not in the war." And then, like 5 seconds later, Prussian goes, "You know, Egypt's attacking you right now." I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
and
we
I
were
went down there to
surprised.
say, and I went down there to say, "Zayd, did you just truce break?" And he was like, "No, I've always been in the war." Like, I was like, "What?"
Oh dear.
Yeah. So we're at a huge stalemate because, you know, this is just gonna go to white peace.
Well, what's the war goal?
Carthage.
Oh, yeah, but he doesn't have to take that piece. He can enforce it if he wants to, or he can just keep sieging you. And seeing as your Italian garrison is rather depleted.
He doesn't know that.
True. And you do have a bunch of mercenaries just sitting on Rome, waiting.
I can afford all of them.
So do you have any plans to try and sneak your fleet into the Adriatic and pull your troops home?
No, that's pretty much impossible. I've got 5 ships I can try and do that with.
Oh, I see a battle. Hang on.
Oh, yeah?
Saluvia. Oh, no, that's not important. Never mind.
I'm just being carpet blockaded, so, you know.
I mean, you could sally out. Your ships are definitely better than theirs, because you did a huge amount of damage to Egypt before the tide turned because of numbers. You could initiate the attack and then retreat as soon as you can to get into the Adriatic, like retreat to Venice or something.
Yeah. I've just been declared war on by a revolt. By some Itsubians. I'm being attacked in the north. Okay. I gotta go.
Yeah. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Have fun. Don't die.
I suspect he's probably going to die.
Yeah. So what's the hotkey to switch nations when you're observer?
So if you hold down control and click on a province, you'll observe that province. Then if you want to jump back into observer mode, control left click on that province again.
There you go. That was a question for a friend.
Mm-hmm. That one took me a while, and apparently you can do like control double click anywhere on the country to jump out again, but I haven't got that one to work properly.
Oh, nice. Let me
It's
check.
Temperamental.
Oh, yeah, that works. Like
It
a
does?
charm.
Okay, cool. I've got it to work maybe 70% of the time, and then I get really frustrated when it doesn't.
I get what you mean. I have that with a thing called life.
And it's also really confusing, because usually when I'm commentating I'm doing EU4, and to switch between observer and out of observer you control click on ocean tiles. I keep clicking on ocean and nothing happens.
It's like, you're owning the world? No.
But I want to.
Exactly.
I mean, I can see the world, therefore it ought to be mine, right?
Exactly. I agree.
So, do we know if Egypt is sending any troops or just naval?
I haven't seen any troops yet. Let me
No.
check where they are. No, they're all in Egypt still.
Yeah, and Egypt is mass producing even more ships.
Ridiculous. You know what I think? I think Blondie should just come over and say hi as well, even though he would probably die in the meantime.
Yeah, the amount of attrition you would take going through Persia alone would be criminal.
Devastating.
Now, it would be quite nice if there was a ledger so you could see the amount of attrition taken by each country during the course of the game.
Are we sure there isn't any?
Yeah, there is no ledger, unfortunately. So you have to kind of make educated guesses.
Make a note and send it in.
Which is
Look
kind
at-
of right. This has become a bit of a stalemate since.
Yeah. Egypt's ships don't seem to be moving right now.
In that case, whoa, okay, Phrygia. So there's another war going on, which is Thrace versus Phrygia. That is still raging. And I've just noticed Phrygia is sneaking 45,000 troops on a bunch of transports. Where are
Oh
they going?
yeah, I see them.